Dale, welcome to Pikers Reefs. On today's episode, I'm going to show you Bill's mobile fragging station.
It's pretty good. Go anywhere. I'm going to frag the hell out of his tank when we finish.
Nice. Okay, so the other day Bill gives me a call and he tells me that he's got this foldable table that he picked up from a camping shop that makes setting up a fragging session really easy, and it just gives him plenty of light. It's got good water, good flow, it's a good height for cutting frags, and it was really easy to set up, and you can pack it up and put away really quickly. So I figured best go over and see the man and see what he's doing with this table and just see how it works. So let's see what Bill has to say about it.
Alright guys, welcome back to my aquarium area. I was talking with Sam the other day about fragging. I like fragging my zoas, and I'm sick and tired of leaning over the tank and getting water everywhere. I hate taking a tub out into the kitchen with zoas in it or corals because it goes cold real quick and I can't be bothered putting a heater in. So I thought, how can I come up with a way to have a frag table? And I saw online one of the camping wash stations, which is what these are. So they're from Wanderer. You can pick them up at BCF, and they are a wash basin. So I don't know whether you can potentially put your cooktop in here or whatever. And I thought, what a great way to potentially make a fragging station by having water that can come in and then run back out, and you can take it to anyone's house that's got a sump or a way of draining, and you can just hook it up and start fragging. So we've basically got our pump that we use, our small pump that we use for water changes. It's hooked into the back here. I've got one of those smart power boards there, so if I press this button here, we should start getting some water fill in, and that water's coming straight out of my sump, so it's the exact same water, same parameters that I always use. And once that fills up, it will just start overflowing back into the sump and start getting pumped back out again. So once it does fill up, you'll be able to see.
Alright, so you got your overflow here?
Yep, so the black's the overflow. And you've got quick connects, which I'll show you in a minute, quick connect fittings, so that when you pack it away you can disconnect the hoses. So as that's filling up, a few little things. I've got this light from Bunnings. It's really good. It's got a clamp here so you can see what you're doing. Just an easy little frag thing there to test them. I've seen these at Bunnings too. They're just a rack that has a slot in it, and the reason I like them is because most people, if you're not using bottles and you're using your standard sort of glues, which I think you're giving some stuff away of this product, aren't you? One of your Reef stuff? Yeah. It just fits straight in there. It'll stay there. You've got a Stanley knife. You can whack your Stanley knife in those spots, and they just stay out of the way. The glue's not going to overflow everywhere because it stays up.
What about your tub here, Bill? Looks like it's about to overflow onto your floor.
No, all good. Yeah.
No, it's got the overflow pipe back into the sump.
Yeah, so key to that, funny thing, so it's going back into the sump there. A little key with that is you'll notice that the inlet diameter is a lot thinner than the outlet diameter. So if you don't want it to overflow in your lounge room, you make sure you do that. Also, I've got a little valve there. I can adjust the speed of the pump if I want it.
Yep.
So that's a nice depth. I've got a little frag holder there, so I can easily just go into my tank, grab out one of my discs, we've got the frags on it, whack it in there, and I can take my time. And that's the key, I think, to doing frags properly. If you're keeping on worrying about putting them back in, taking them out, putting them back in, sometimes with some of my colonies I might make 10 or 15 frags of the one colony, and if you're always moving it out of your tank into your tank, the floor just gets trashed.
Yep.
With here, I'm sitting there, I can do that, and it's fantastic. And then if all of a sudden I wanted to create a bit more water, this connection, I can make some flow if I want some flow. It is so in the fishing sector we have live wells in some of our tournament boats, and this is all componentry from Flow-Right Controls. So Flow-Right do these in live wells, and the quick connect system, which is really, really good. So this is your quick connect. has a little O-ring there, so you can just slide it on, goes over the top, and then just connect it, and that's it. So then when you want to pack it all up, it comes apart. So that's pretty cool, I thought. So yeah, so the good thing about also having your system where you can just easily turn it on and off. If I want to turn it off, I just hit that with those wireless power boards now. They're so good, and yeah, it just drains. So normally I can have it closer with one hose, but you can have as much hose as you want.
Effectively. I mean, you could have this outside if you wanted to, if you ran a long enough hose, if you were cutting up something a bit dodgy and you didn't want to...
Yeah, exactly. You didn't want to do it in the house, and this gives you enough depth. The key with this, a few different mods that I've made, so that the standard tub that comes with the Wanderer is this sort of plastic. Now, to me, I kept it and I didn't actually plumb into it because it just felt flimsy to me. I thought as soon as I tried to hole saw in there, it's going to split. So I went to Bunnings and you can get these heavy duty plastic ones, and all you got to do is just, the length is perfect, the width is a little bit wider, but all you need to do is they've got ribs on them, so you can just hacksaw the ribs off and make a little bit of a channel here, and it'll slide straight in, and yeah, it fits perfect. So yeah. And that now will just, if it's not going, it'll just drain to the bottom of that black point.
Yep.
And then, yeah, and as I said, it stays 25 degrees the whole time.
Good.
So yeah, it's good. I tried doing it before I plumbed it, just with the heater in there. It was going up to like 27 because the heater was too big for the bucket, and then I'd take it out, it'd drop back to 23, and I was just like, nah, I just want to give myself the best chance to make these Zoa frags work.
Yep.
So yeah, perfect.
Nice. And how much did the setup cost you, Bill? What are we looking at?
So these guys, the tables are about $160, I think. You sometimes can get them cheaper at Bunnings if you're a member or whatever. And then I think it's a $30 light. Your skin fittings, there you can get them from BCS as well. You know, like you're looking $5, something like that, and then just some of your hose. The thing is, most of us in the aquarium, we've probably got stuff lying around in the shed that you can use to do all this sort of stuff. So, you know, for maybe a bit over $200, you can have a little setup.
Have yourself a mobile fragging setup.
Yeah, that you can use wherever you want. And, you know, if a mate's got an awesome tank and you've been eyeing off one of his corals but he doesn't frag, you go, I got that sorted, I'll bring it over and I'll take my frag.
So if you start unfolding this in front of my tank, I should get nervous?
Yeah. That's the only reason I made it, because I saw his tank. And I thought, so if I start bringing that over, then yeah, watch out. But so again, it's pretty straightforward. You know, if we think we need a bit more movement, and she's good to go. It's pretty straightforward.
Awesome, man. Thanks for sharing.
No worries. I'll try and come up with something else soon. Thanks, Arnold. If you want any more information, I'm sure we'll put some links and stuff to get in touch with us or whatever, and we can do maybe a parts list or something like that.
Awesome. Does Freddie approve?
He loves it. Yeah, lovely. He watches over me. Make sure I do the right thing. That's it. I'm going upstairs. Fragging tank.
Alright guys, that's it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Showcasing Bill's mobile fragging station. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to pop them in the comments section down below. Other than that, if you could give the video a like, Bill and I'd really appreciate it. And if you like these videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss any in future. Thanks guys. See you later.